still heal you. Why? So you could just lock me up? No. Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships. Because they knew death was better than bondage.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding. The shadows betray you because they belong to me.
In the hell do you think you are?
Okay, it's not working out. I'm gonna need the suit back.
For how long?
Forever. Yeah, let's
No, please.
Let's have it.
You don't understand. This is all I have. I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it, okay?
So Oz, what is the current state of the black superhero?
Good morning. What up? Hey, the current state of the black superhero is we are desperately in need of more black superheroes.
Okay, that's a strong statement. And V's, is there such a thing as black sci-fi?
Oh, yeah, I think there's a such thing as black sci-fi. I don't know if that is as much as it was in the late 90s, early 2000s, but there's definitely still a thing as black sci-fi.
Okay. I'm kind of in a mixed bag. As before Black Panther, a lot of the black superheroes we saw on screen and even in black sci-fi films, most of them were like sidekicks or the guy that's got to take the bullet for the hero to save the day. You get your exceptions. You got Blade, like I said, Black Panther, but they're few and far between. But before we get too deep into, go ahead, Oz.
Yeah, I hear that, and I think we'll probably touch upon it. But yeah, you have that, but multiple props to Wesley Snipes before him. There was like still. I'm not sure everybody else, but don't ever forget about Will Smith and Hancock, dude.
Yeah, but Blade was before. Blade was before Hancock.
Hancock was after Blade.
Yeah.
So like.
No, and you absolutely.
Wesley Snipes was almost like a. Wesley's almost like a. What is the word I'm looking for?
He was a gateway drug.
Yeah, he's a trailblazer. Exactly right. With Blade, what was that? Blade 1, 2, and 3. Right?
Yep.
Hold. I know we're gonna get into it, but before that, he had to prove his chops, dude, with like the Art of War. You know what I'm saying, man? Like those are the
57.
If you guys still go back and look at the Art of War, that still holds up to this day.
All right. I got to stop it right there because we're gonna get rolling into this. This is gonna be a real good show. Before we get too deep into it, let me set the table. This is Take a Knee for Marvel versus DC, and I am your host Scott, aka Regular Scott. I am here with my co-host Ozzy Fillmore. Ozzy, say what's up.
What's up? This is Fillmore, forevermore being known now forever as Ozzy Killmonger. What's up, people?
My bad, I forgot. Ozzy Killmonger. And my other co-host here, V's, say what's up.
What's happening, good people?
All right, so let's get right to the news. So I'm sorry, I read a news headline and it cut me deep. I mean, it cut me real deep and I don't think I've talked about it with you guys yet. So, my favorite character in the comics is Dick Grayson, the first Robin, Nightwing. He was Batman for a little bit. Well, apparently, I haven't read it yet, but apparently, spoilers, by the way, big spoilers. Nightwing gets shot in the head by KGB Beast, survives, and now his name is Rick Grayson.
Oh no!
And apparently, he doesn't have any of the physical skills or attributes that he had before. So what they're saying is they're going to focus on him as a detective, which sounds like they want him to be a poor man's Batman.
So,
is this in the comic book?
Yeah, this is in the comic. This just happened. Like I haven't read it yet, so
look,
I'm trying to hold out judgment, but it's really hard.
okay, so here, for anybody that you can post your arguments. Please let me know your feelings about this. But it goes like this: Batman is the ultimate detective. Superman is called the Icon. Wonder Woman is called the Queen, the Goddess, and Batman is known in the Trinity as the detective.
It's funny you say Icon. We're gonna bring him up later.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, and so in Batman's family, even Batman has said there is no better detective than Tim Drake. And so to put Dick Grayson in that mode is just, they keep doing this, dude. They keep going. I don't know what to do with him. What should we do? Let him be. Just let him be.
He had a good thing going with Nightwing, and
I'm going to tell you, they're gonna burn people out on that cat quick, because they had him as Robin, they had him as Lost Boy, as
Grayson.
Teen Titans, and hold on, as Teen Titans leader.
Oh,
and
right.
Then they had him
as
Nightwing.
You're right.
And then they had him as Grayson, Secret Agent. And then
Hey,
they have him,
Grayson was well written, though. It shouldn't have been Dick, but it was well written.
Yeah, it's fine, but it was an outlet for the writer. They should not have used Dick Grayson. They gotta stop doing that with this guy, man.
No, and that's because they killed him, or not killed him. Well, no, they did kill him, and they had to bring him back to life and expose his identity in Forever Evil. In the big series crossover before that.
Hey man, not to dive into this, I know we have other topics, but hey, in Injustice, they killed him by having him slip on a rock.
Oh,
when he fought Damian.
It wasn't even a fight. Damian was just like tossing his stick back at him. They made him look like a chump.
Dude, they always forever are making him. I don't know if they're pissed off about Adam West, Batman, and Robin, that whole craziness, but man, they got to give that dude his props, dude. And Beast is like, okay, wait. but dude, seriously, I'm gonna say these words. They literally mistreat him.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see how it looks, but I don't know. All right,
they mistreat that dude, man.
So, all right. Let's see what else we got on the news docket. Elseworld has released their first picture, and it has Barry Allen as the Green Arrow and the Flash as, Oliver Queen as the Flash.
Oh, okay.
V's, what do you think about that?
Man, I think it'll be interesting. I don't mind it. I think it'll be very, very interesting. I can't wait to check it out.
Oz?
That's not my area of expertise, but I will just. But I'm gonna say right off the bat, it just feels like it's like it's just like everybody. It's like fanboy wet dream stuff. Like, like, hey, what if? what it's everybody's chance to go, what if Barry was this, and what if Oliver was this?
Well,
It's just, it's the same. It's on the same vein as saying, what if Batman was Superman, Superman was Batman?
It's I think it'll be good. I don't know how well that the actor Barry Allen's going to do as Green Arrow, as the menacing Green Arrow.
Exactly.
Now, I think Stephen Amell is going to be great Flash. Like he has a charm about him that he can pull that off. You know what I mean?
Now, what they could do is make when they turn my boy, who's the Flash, into Green Arrow. What they could do is make him the campy Green Arrow from the '60s. With the boxing glove, arrow, and that kind of stuff. Because he can play off the charming campy dude. But when it comes to like Mr. Hardcore Sinister, I've killed people to avenge my father. I don't see that dude.
Well, we'll find out what happens. All right. So we're going to cut the news short a little bit this week, and we're going to talk about some season premieres. We all checked out a little bit of the Arrowverse season premiere. I checked out Arrow. V's and Oz checked out Black Lightning and Flash. So who wants the floor first?
I didn't get a chance to check out Flash yet, but I watched Black Lightning.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Would you talk to us about it?
I don't know if it's going to keep my interest the whole season. I'm not 100% sure. I don't like what they're doing with Thunder's character. I don't like what they're doing with Thunder's sister. I can't think of her name right now, but I don't like what they're doing with her character.
And which character is Thunder again? For me, as a reference.
Thunder is the oldest daughter. It's Black Lightning's oldest daughter.
Okay.
So she hits the ground and she's Thunder. So she
makes like a shockwave.
Right.
Yeah, shockwave or whatever you want to call it. But and then the younger sister, I can't call her name. And she does the fire thing, and they got her real dramatic. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on Black Lightning.
Okay.
Do you think do you think they're trying to make it a little bit more kind of like hardcore this season?
I don't know that it's going dark. I mean, I don't see it going dark. It could go. It definitely could go darker. Maybe that's what it's missing. Maybe that's why it's not catching my interest. It's not dark enough. It's more. It's more.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's got a lighter tone to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
More pop culture.
Oz, did you check out The Flash?
No, I did not. It takes a lot for me. It's going to take a lot for me to get into the CW. But I will tell you this: I did have by happen chance watch a couple reminder episodes of The Flash, and it possibly could make me interested in seeing this new season, dude. I forgot how awesome Zoom was and how but I don't you know where my heart lies, so it's okay.
So we'll get back to you guys on The Flash.
You're not interested into The Flash. Wow.
I know, man. I don't want to say these words, but they may have to come out of my mouth, and we'll see how I feel next podcast. There might be a little bit of Flash fatigue happening, but it's okay.
Ooh, it's only on season 5.
I'm a big Barry Allen fan. I that might be one of my favorite shows on the Arrowverse.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps my attention. It keeps my attention longer than the Arrow does. I haven't been able to finish season 7 yet.
That's a perfect transition, V's. I watched the Arrow premiere, and I mean this in the sincerest way possible. This is probably one of the best season premieres they've had.
For real?
If not one of the best episodes. It was great. A great episode. And I don't want to... Go ahead.
That's so vague, man. Well, spoilers.
So,
Why was it so good?
all right. So, they've been doing flashbacks for the last 5-6 seasons. So
Right.
they've been setting, they go through the episode and they're setting it up at this young boy. He's going to an island. You can tell it's Leanne Yu, which is where Oliver was for 5 years. And, you think it's kind of a flashback. But then at the end of the episode, you find out it's Oliver's son who has this stone that was given to him by Felicity. And he gets captured by a returning and an older Roy Harper who's been living on the island. Now, while all this is going on, there's another Green Arrow just running roughshod through the city, just doing whatever he wants, and they can't catch him. And Oliver in jail, and he's got all these villains coming against him, and he's trying his hardest not to snap. And then he does what Oliver Queen does best, and he snapped. And it was great and satisfying. And there were real consequences to every action.
Well, I know what I'm going to be doing this weekend then. Thank you, sir.
Arrow was really good. I would highly...
I have to try to finish season 7.
Listen, I would highly recommend, even if you don't finish season 7, check out that premiere. It was really good. I would go out of my way to check that out.
Wow.
I sincerely mean that. And if you think I'm wrong, let me know. Hit us up on the Twitter. Knee for Marvel vs. DC. That's where you can find us at. So do you guys have any news, or I only got one more thing, so.
I'm waiting, man. I'm just waiting for the topic to hit.
All right. So I'll end the news segment with this. I can't wait to get the responses. Ben Affleck wants to continue to play Batman. V's, what do you think?
I'm not a big Ben Affleck Batman fan, actually.
How did you think he did as Batman compared to the rest of them, in your opinion?
Oh man, bottom.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Bottom three? Really?
Yeah, I'm not a Ben Affleck fan though. He needs to stick to a different.
Let me ask you this. Do you think he was worse than George Clooney?
No.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Good.
No.
Okay. Good. Oz, what do you think about that? And where do you rank Ben Affleck as Batman?
Hey man, George Clooney. What you mean? You mean Val Kilmer, man?
Val Kilmer was way better than George Clooney.
Oh man, I don't know.
Hey, look, if you could combine those two, they would be the perfect Batman. Val Kilmer as Batman, George Clooney as Bruce Wayne.
First, Val Kilmer as the blonde Bruce Wayne. Got it. Okay, got you. Copy that.
Do y'all like Ben Affleck as Batman?
Go ahead, Oz.
I want to say this. I appreciated some aspects of what he was doing for that man. I think they could have picked some better options as that dude, as Bruce Wayne. But I didn't necessarily mind it. But Ben Affleck is not my necessarily fave for anything.
I'll say this. I'll say I like Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he was a great older Bruce Wayne.
Right.
He had a very Dark Knight, Frank Miller vibe to him.
Yeah, he was a bulky dude.
And I like that. Like, he wasn't like most of the Batman have been they're not small, but they're slender. They're built, but they're slender. This one was, when he was standing toe to toe with Superman, he was toe to toe with Superman. Not like physically, but visually. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the problem is that they a lot of times they try and portray Batman as this I can jump and do flips because I'm like, no, he's a normal guy that bulks up.
Right.
And so he's like, I protect myself by being a bulky dude and I wear armor, Kevlar and everything else.
And I put Ben Affleck as my third favorite Batman.
Wow, who's your first?
Gotta go. I gotta go Christian Bale because he's in my favorite movie.
Okay.
And then Michael Keaton, number 2.
Okay, I like that. V's, who's your favorite Batman?
Bale.
Yep. All right. See, that's gonna be an easy one, boys. He just did a superior job. That's it.
He plays a good, arrogant, smug Bruce Wayne.
Well,
that's what it. To me, that's what Bruce Wayne is.
Well, it's an act. It's an act, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I like that too. But Ben Affleck, he brought something like that old. I like that older element, like that grittiness to him. I don't like him using guns, but that's a whole other style. Hey, that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
All right,
who would you like to see play Batman?
Oh, wow, V's, way to put me on the spot. I wasn't ready for that one. Off the top of my head right now, I would say...
And that could be a whole nother show, too.
Yeah, top of my head, John Hamm. You know who that is?
I was thinking one of those boys from, from...
Supernatural.
The Brother Family. No, it's the Brother Family. They're
Supernatural.
Older. No, they were in the guy played in Four Brothers.
Oh, wait.
He played in the movie Four Brothers. He's Jimmy Butler's friend.
Supernatural on the CW?
No, who's the white dude that's Jimmy Butler, the basketball player's
Mark Wahlberg?
Right now. Yeah, not him, but one of the Wahlbergs because of that accent and all.
No! Oh my God, Marcus! Absolutely not.
I like Mark Wahlberg too.
As Batman?
I'm gonna
man!
Throw something out there. We should totally make this.
Wahlberg, you don't think he could get in shape? He could.
No. Not physically. I don't think he could. I don't think he's a good enough actor to be Batman.
Oh. Wow.
He hasn't shown me nothing as an actor. He plays the same role in every movie, besides the fighter. To me, and it's not saying I don't like him.
He got that New York swag about him.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I mean.
Absolutely, I'll give you that. Absolutely.
Hey, we got a lot to cover here.
All right.
I think that could be a whole nother episode to do it proper justice because I have my own opinion about that.
All right.
But I do want to throw something out there since people are throwing out their opinions about that.
Oh yeah, please do your thing.
What's wrong with Michael Fassbender?
Michael Fassbender.
I'm not sure who that is.
He played the bad slave master who's a drunk in 12 Years a Slave.
Magneto.
He played the android, kind of bishopy android and Alien Covenant and everything.
Magneto.
Oh yeah, Magneto.
Nah. Nah, I don't.
No.
Nah, that is Batman. So,
all right, let's get it on topic.
Easily.
Hey, but real quick, out of our three, I guess mine's the best, right?
No, Wahlberg.
No, Wahlberg. Hey, y'all let us know which one is the best. All right.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
That swag.
Y'all ready?
He's Batman. Batman should not be advertising Calvin Klein underwear. So this is my personal opinion, man.
I wouldn't mind seeing Batman rap though.
Oh man, it's Batman cowering, patrolling the streets of Gotham, singing "It's Such a Good Vibration."
That's funny. All right, here we go. So we talked about it earlier. We started diving into it. we were getting real deep. Let's get back into it. V's, you said there was such thing as a black sci-fi genre.
I said it was more prominent in the middle '90s to early 2000s. It was way more prominent, but
right.
now,
But you said there was.
But there is a such. Yeah, there is a such.
So you said there's a such thing as a black sci-fi genre. So would you put black superhero movies in that genre?
No.
So you consider all superhero movies separate from sci-fi films.
It's not the same as sci-fi. Yeah.
Now, me playing devil's advocate, and then Oz, I'll throw to you. To me, Black Panther is a sci-fi film.
It has sci-fi attributes, but it's definitely a comic book movie.
Well, no, absolutely. But I think it's a sci-fi film. If that makes sense.
Why do you say
what makes it a sci-fi film?
I think the advanced technology that they use, like pretty much everything about the film was about technology and advanced science and being able to manipulate molecules and elements and different things like that. Like that was the basis of the whole movie. They wanted weapons of vibranium, which is the element that they manipulated. You know what I mean? Like the whole movie was, and they were a secret world that no one knew about. With all this technology.
There's a whole genre of called Afrofuturism. So let's
talk about it. Oz, tell us a little about that.
Well, there's which is just like it's basically, you could take like writers from I hope I get his name right, Samuel Delaney to Octavia Butler, one of my favorites. But that's all about just like what would happen if the diaspora did not happen with Africa and African Americans, because that's why people were so hungry for the Wakanda story, whether you know what Black Panther is or not. Everybody around the world, pardon me about this, everyone around the world was just curious about what would have happened if we would not have been like enslaved,
Right. Okay. So
that in turn, that's part of what that's what is curious to me about like black sci-fi,
So piggybacking off of that, what to you, Oz, was, or who I should say, was the first prominent black sci-fi actor?
Oof.
Did I throw you for a curveball there?
No, not really, because like what do you mean prominent? As in like making money in the box office?
No, I mean like
or making a legit like sci-fi flick.
No, I mean like they star in the movie. They're the headliner.
Well,
have we had one?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Will Smith, Independence Day, iRobot, Men in Black.
Oh, but hold on. But see, I would not say Will Smith was a star of Independence Day.
Really?
Yeah, not at all.
Whose name shows up first?
No, Will Smith was definitely the star of Independence Day.
Absolutely.
But I was thinking, so is that recent then? Because that's recent. That's within the last 25, 28 years.
Is that recent?
It goes way farther than that.
But now
that's what I was thinking. Will Smith might be the best ever, but he ain't. Yeah.
No, he didn't start it because you said you don't consider superhero film. Well, not all superhero. You don't put the superhero genre in sci-fi. So, but Blade, like we were talking earlier, Blade is a huge trailblazer.
Time out. Let's talk about what you said, sci-fi. Now, before there was Will Smith, there was Danny Glover, Predator 2. He starred in that. That's sci-fi. That was it.
Hold on. Did he make it to the end?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure he didn't die.
Way before there was even a Will Smith, before he was even Fresh Prince, there were
No,
dynasties.
that's a great point. That's a great
Yeah,
point.
and so let's think about some other ones too while we're down the road, because I have pondered that Will Smith question, and I do have a rebuttal for that too. But let's keep going down the line.
Who was who was the black girl in Alien versus Predator? Did y'all see that one? It was a black lady in that one.
It was the girl from Love
That
and
was,
Basketball.
I can't think of her name,
So,
but yeah.
but it was the girl from Love and Basketball. And you know what, V's? I'm glad you said that, because I was trying to think of a black actress who starred in a sci-fi film and made it to the end. And
did she make it to the end though?
oh yeah, no. She made it all the way to the end.
She made it all to the end.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, she made it all the way. Hey,
she had a bunch of close calls from what I remember.
And the thing that you said is that that's the only one. Like, unless you can think of one. And I've seen a lot of movies. I think Oz has seen a lot of movies.
That's not allowed.
I think you've seen a lot of movies, V's, and I don't think we can think of another sci-fi film starring a black female lead character.
Well,
growing up, I wasn't a big sci-fi fan, so I'm sure there is one, but you would have to Google and find out. I'm 100% sure there is one though.
Because there are a lot more like black women in sci-fi like TV shows,
right? But I'm talking like like a prominent movie, like that Alien vs Predator was like #1 on box office. You know what I mean?
Well,
I don't mean like
Alfred
straight to DVD.
Whitaker was in Star Trek.
Who?
Alfred Whitaker was in Star Trek. That the Next Generation Star Trek movie flick.
Was she the star?
No, but she survived.
I mean,
she's not as old as Alien versus Predator either. So, but yeah, she is another black.
So let me ask you this: would you consider Gamora one of the stars of Guardians of the Galaxy?
But see, she's in costume though, man.
I mean, she is, but you know who Zoe is.
Okay, then we're gonna say Jar Jar Binks was a black star. Then.
But so you bring up a character that is universally hated as your example.
World.
As your example, that's the character you bring up.
Yeah, right. Great. Retraction right there. So.
Go ahead, Bees.
I was gonna say I lost my train of thought. There was another one though. She was actually the lead role. It was an older movie. Oh, God, I can't think of the name of it.
We'll come back. We're gonna come back to this.
Hey,
go ahead, Oz.
Bassett is her name. Bassett.
What movie?
But I can't think. Oh Jesus! I need to Google.
No Google. Bassett. No Google.
Angela Bassett. It was Angela Bassett.
No, yeah, Angela Bassett. But I was just wondering what movie. But no Google. No Google.
But before we get into anything, we are forgetting the original trendsetter for black sci-fi actresses, anything, man.
Meteor Man.
No, Princess Man, come on, Lieutenant Uhura, man. Come on, dude.
I thought you were going to say Meteor Man.
No, that Star Trek set the trend for a lot of stuff, dude. First interracial kiss, everything, bro.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Reading Rainbow guy.
No, man, no, because dude, I'm talking like this is like 70s, dude, not in your like 90 generation. Come on, man, like real history,
Let's shift gears a little bit and dig a little bit into the comic aspect of it. V's, who do you think was the first prominent black comic character?
Comic book character?
Yes, sir.
Just off of a guess, I'll say Black Panther, just because it's recent. That's
correct. That's my man. That's V's right there, sharp as a tack. Yeah. So besides Black Panther, Luke Cage, and let's throw Storm out the window too. Let's talk because those are the three. Let's keep it 100. Storm was put on the X-Men because they don't have any other black people. So they needed a black character and a female. So they put it in one. Secondly, Luke Cage. Everyone knows Luke Cage and Black Panther because they're on the TV shows right now. So I want to dig a little bit into the ones that might be on the TV shows but are like side characters, like a Mr. Terrific from Arrow.
Yeah, but before there was Luke Cage, though, there was you're forgetting about Sam Wilson, Falcon.
Was Sam Wilson before Luke Cage?
Yeah,
okay.
Because he needed a sidekick too, man. And then,
well, I thought Bucky was the sidekick.
Nah, but Bucky was, but then they threw off something before Falcon actually had his wings. He had like this crazy green costume with this wild
Of course, they put him in some wild green costume. It was
Buck Wild, dude. Anyway.
So V's, who was the first? And if it's Black Panther or Luke Cage, that's okay. Who was the first black comic book character, whether it be on TV, movie, that you ever saw?
Oh, it was Blade.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I saw all the Blades growing up.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Let me tell you this. At the time, I didn't realize Blade was a comic book until later in life.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So I think, I think that it's good that the black superheroes are kind of getting their due, but at the same time, I don't get too excited about things because Black Panther is a lightning in a bottle type situation. What other black starring movie do we have right now?
There's some stuff. There's stuff that's coming out. I think that's gonna, and I'm excited for the next couple of years because Hollywood figured out that they can make money by black people going to movie theaters and letting black people actually survive sci-fi.
Do you think, and Oz, this is for you. Do you think we will ever get a icon movie or TV show?
You mean the milestone character?
Absolutely.
See, that's the interesting one because I always wonder if you're going to get an icon one, or would you get a Blue Marvel character first?
Ooh, okay.
Because it seems like those two are more accessible to each other. They're easy to do.
And instead of us casting Michael B. Jordan as another white comic book character.
Please don't.
Why not just make him Icon?
Well, because Icon's a little bit older dude, man.
Well, then do something different with him. Do it as a younger version. Why can't you do that?
You could, or hey, man, or why can't we get our young black talent to actually create a character?
Or that's been my thing the whole time. Let's just get creative. You know what I mean?
I think we should get Michael B. Jordan to play Deathlock and give him his own movie.
Deathlock?
Yeah.
Wow, where'd you pull Deathlock from?
Ooh.
Yeah, where'd you get that from? That was good.
Deathlock. We talked about Deathlock about 3 episodes ago.
Deathlock?
Yeah.
I'll see you getting excited.
I don't think we talked. No, we didn't talk about Deathlock. Deadshot. You mean Deadshot?
We talked about Deadshot and we talked about Deathlock when we were talking about Black. It was like 3 or 4 episodes ago. I can't remember.
Man,
No. I 100.
Deathlock would be awesome.
I 100% promise you, we never mentioned Deathlock.
But
we said Deadshot
would be awesome.
I think you meant Deadshot.
No, wait, Bees, you said
Deathlock is the half metal guy, right? He's like half machine, half his face cut off and all that. Is that him?
Bees, you are correct. You are correct, and I fully support what you said.
No, I didn't say I don't support it, but we didn't mention that in the first episode.
Okay, then what movie was Deathlock just in then? Where did I see him at?
He wasn't in a movie.
You must have saw him on Shield.
Yeah, he wasn't in a movie.
Oh, there you go. That's where I saw him. Agents of Shield. Okay.
Agents of Shield, but still, I think that's.
And we
that would
never
be
talked
awesome.
about Agents of Shield.
But I watched that show. I watched Agents of Shield. But that all this stuff starts running together with me.
Yeah, right.
We might have had a conversation about it.
I watched just about every episode of it.
No, I'm saying we might have had a conversation about Deathlock.
Yeah, we could have.
Okay, but point being, that's a good call, Reese. Okay.
Yeah, I like Deadshot better.
I like Deathlock better.
Well,
I think that's awesome.
Be another freaking Will Smith, and I don't know how.
Hey,
does Will Smith ever get oversaturated?
No.
Yes.
Well, how is he oversaturated? He does like a movie every 3 years.
Now,
well, yeah, now. I mean,
yeah. Now, let's think about all the movies he's already. I don't want to see another.
Well, how many
other actors other than Will Smith?
How many? While we're on the sci-fi genre, let me make sure I narrow it down. The sci-fi genre. How many bad Will Smith movies are there?
Are you serious?
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, yo, that's a subjective thing.
Hancock, you said you had no superhero. Hancock's superhero.
Hancock's superhero, yeah. But it wasn't that great.
I Am Legend wasn't that great.
I thought I Am Legend was good.
Yeah, well, Scott, these are subjective questions because you're like, basically you should say, what bad Will Smith movie is there?
No,
I
because
don't think there is one.
No, because I can name one. I'm just waiting on y'all to name it.
We just named a few that we didn't like.
Y'all didn't. So you didn't like I Am Legend though?
I didn't care for Men in Black either.
Thank you, for real.
Really? I thought Men in Black's okay. All right, that's a classic to me.
No,
I was thinking
right there with you.
I was thinking more along the lines of like Wild Wild West. Like nobody mentioned that.
Please, of course.
Yeah, that's a terrible.
That's more of some steampunk kind of stuff, you know.
And you guys know what movie? You guys know what movie he turned down? Oh no, Wild Wild West is definitely sci-fi. It's all about robots and stuff.
No, but that's steampunk.
As bad as freaking Men in Black. Good Lord.
Oh, Men in Black's way better than Wild Wild West.
Yeah, I don't consider Wild Wild West sci-fi.
Maybe at the age I saw him at, could be. I don't know. I would have saw Men in Black when I was like 18. So,
I saw Men in Black a month ago. I thought it was hilarious.
I can't get with that.
I can. That's a great movie. But if you're not a Will Smith guy, or if you're not a fan of his humor,
I am a Will Smith guy, but I think he can. There's other black actors that can play these roles other than Will Smith.
Yeah.
So why aren't they? And it's not because they're not getting offered. Because if there's black actors taking roles like Anthony Mackie.
Michael B. Jordan and the other guy that just played in Black Panther. Michael B. Jordan is coming up like as the next Will Smith right now.
Exactly.
But they're only going to let you get one or two. You're never going to have 3 or 4 of them at the same time.
I fully agree with that, V's.
You're never going to have like Leo, all those white guys that, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Well,
I'm going to let you have more than one.
I hear that. But I digress at the same time because I truly believe this in every aspect. The cream, and if you're good enough, you will get to the top.
Yeah, but there are certain gatekeepers.
I agree with that. But when you're good enough, you can overcome that.
How can you overcome it if the movie executives are the ones that have the money to say, I want you to be in this role?
It's like in today's day and age when there's so many black directors and writers and producers, people are getting opportunities.
Time out. Name 5. Hold on.
Couldn't get going.
Hey, Name five black producers and name five black directors.
I don't think I could name 5 white producers and 5 white directors.
Well, then, but let me hit
But
you
how
straight.
do you know all
There
these
are
people
not.
aren't? How do you know all these people aren't black by their name?
But hold on, bro. I just want to let you know something though. If you take a look at the movies that are being released right now, they're not by black directors and they're not by black producers.
Tom
They're,
Perry just a little thing about that, but that's not even on our topic. But
yeah,
we're
that's
just,
a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother subject.
I mean, oh yeah,
I disagree. I think there's a lot of opportunity right now, and the people who are shining are getting their opportunities. The guy from Get Out took an opportunity from Black Mirror, and that's where he got recognized from.
He did, but hold on.
I'm only gonna let you have one, dude. We can go back. We had Will Smith as our young one. We had Samuel L. Jackson, and Danny Glover was fading out,
and Denzel Washington.
and Denzel Washington,
and Morgan Freeman.
Right. But,
okay, so we had two old guys.
I mean, but you acted like Morgan Freeman wasn't doing movies like in the 90s and stuff.
Morgan Freeman was old.
Yeah, but he was still doing movies though. He was still.
He's been old.
Hold on. When did Shawshank Redemption come out?
Hey, Bees.
But I'm just saying, like he wasn't making movies in the 90s.
Hey, Scott.
I'm here.
Scott.
I'm here.
So all these stuff, you're saying all these black actors have all these opportunities, they're making them.
No,
Name all those black actors you name them when they were in romantic leads.
Romantic?
Yeah, like you see like a Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise. None of them ever do romantic leads.
Hold on, are you gonna let me name them?
Go for it.
All right, Will Smith. He had Hitch. Okay.
He wasn't in a romantic thing though. He was hooking old boy up.
No, he was. Hold on, guys. Hitch is a romantic comedy.
No. I want what I said. Like him being a hot, like him being a hot. Here's a perfect example.
Okay.
Why don't we have a Mr. and Mrs. Smith? That's two black people.
A Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's two black people.
And we do have a few black actors.
But I'm saying we don't get those kind of genre films, dude. We don't because people it goes back to this whole thing that the powers that be, the gatekeepers, the people that have the money that say I'm going to invest in this will only do it if they think for some reason that they're going to make money off it, and they do not always think they're going to make money off it. Black Panther was a fluke. Dude.
And let me ask you: are they wrong?
Yes.
Would a black sci-fi draw in today's day and age? I think Black Panther is an exception because it's in the Marvel universe. Huh?
Unless you're going to say it's multi. I said Black Panther. I wouldn't call it sci-fi, but.
No, I'm just saying superhero in general. Like,
yeah, I don't think so. Because here, let me help you out. Can I help you out with that? Very simple. What about Protect the Block?
It didn't do well though.
It got total acclaim, and
no. It got acclaim, but it didn't make money. That's what I'm asking.
And again, let's go back to it. They assumed it wouldn't make money, and they didn't make major releases for it. You have to go all out, ass out, like saying I'm going to put these in theaters like I do every other movie, and then see what happens.
So give me a black sci-fi film that makes money, that made money in the last 10 years that wasn't a superhero.
A black sci-fi film that made money in the last 10 years. Dude, that speaks to the deficit of us not having any sort of black sci-fi movies.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I bet you there have been sci-fi movies starring black actors or actresses that did not do well.
I don't know. Star Wars did well, and played a. That's sci-fi, right?
That's a good point, but I think Star Wars would do well regardless.
Well, what black starring sci-fi movie that didn't do well are you referring to?
What year is this? Alien versus Predator. What year did that come out? We just talked about that.
I mean, that's probably
That
on the
was
last 10 years, but I don't think you would consider that commercially successful. I wouldn't. I don't even think it made double its money.
But hold on, I'm asking you.
I don't know what it made.
Name a black sci-fi movie. Name a sci-fi movie starring a black person that did well or didn't do good. You can't name one.
Oh man,
You can't name one.
You got those movies.
no, I can name one. You ready?
Yeah.
AI.
AI.
Will Smith and Jaden Smith didn't make a lick of money. There you go.
Heard of it.
Well, it was a big release.
You mean After Earth?
Yes, sorry. You're absolutely right. After Earth. There it is. Thank you. There you go. Tried to put me on the spot.
You said it didn't make money or it did make money?
It did not make money.
It did okay, Scott.
No, it was a complete flop.
Is that a sci-fi movie?
Yes.
Okay. Here, I'm looking it up right now.
Go ahead.
We'll name another one. You can't. You see.
I mean, but like, no. I mean, I hear you. I don't.
That was even a black sci-fi movie on Google.
Oh right, all right. So it was not considered a sci-fi movie.
Oh, actually, it is. It's a post-apocalyptic.
I know. I know. I know exactly what it is.
Dude,
it's terrible.
I know.
It only came out in IMAX though.
Because it's terrible.
But it only came out in IMAX, so they didn't even give it a chance, really.
So you know what? That's the whole point.
Wait a minute! It made $100 million is what it made.
How much did it cost?
Budget was 130 to 150.
So it didn't make money. That's a flop.
Box office, it did 243 million.
They made $100 million, and then you have to pay for advertising.
No, budget is already.
That's already included in all that, buddy.
That's the budget. So hey. Salary, Jaden Smith, all the actors, the set, all that stuff is in that budget.
What we can basically take from that is it was a sucky film, but take it off your list because it made money. So
a pile of money too.
Are we considering $100 million a pile of money in this day and age for movies?
Dude, it wasn't in the red, homeboy.
Yeah. Everybody got paid.
Well, everybody gets paid regardless of whether it's a flop or not.
I'm talking about the producer, the other, the people that necessarily wouldn't have got paid. I guess.
Well, no, everybody gets paid.
Whoever put their money up for the movie.
Yeah, man. So come on, man. You so the whole point is that if we had more films, we could get better gauge, but we just don't have access to a lot of stuff, which is a problem.
I mean, 100%. I feel like it's way hard. I mean, that's just the world we live in. It's way hard for
right.
People don't admit it, but it's still a problem. It's hard for you to get ahead. Everyone says the cream rises to the top. Yes, we can rise to the top. The cream can rise to the top, but whereas it would take someone that's non-black 5 years to rise to the top, it would take the black person 10 years.
Yeah,
just the actors, just like black quarterbacks.
And I don't want anybody to ever misinterpret. The cream will rise to the top. Talent is talent, but you also have to take into fact that what happens if you ain't got no butter and no milk to make that cream? You ain't, there's been a deficit, and so we just gotta acknowledge it. It ain't saying nothing bad nor good. It's just saying
nothing bad about it.
It's just saying from my people listening. It's just saying, reality's reality, man. Let's all do better. Let's fix it. Well,
if they didn't know about the show from Take a Knee, they just were lost anyways.
Yeah, right. If you didn't know what Take a Knee was, well, now you understand what we're talking about here. Here we go. Keep it moving.
Next topic. So Let's see. So, who is the greatest black sci-fi actor of all time,
Smith.
or actress? I mean, there should only be like 3 since black people don't get opportunities.
Samuel L. Jackson. We only can name 3.
That's what I'm saying. There should only have like 3 people to pick from since they all don't think they get opportunities. I got like 6 people on my list.
Wow. Okay.
So you Googled a list?
No, I don't. No, Marcus. I don't Google anything. You wanted the cheat sheet to Google. I don't Google anything. Everything is just from memory.
It's off the dome.
It's all off the dome.
Oh,
You got
look at this guy.
different black actors
Yes.
from sci-fi movies.
Yes.
Wow. That's all of them then.
It probably is. No, I'm sure I'm missing some. I'm sure I'm
I
missing
think
some.
that
Hey,
if I have to go back, Samuel played some hell of a roles in Star Wars.
hey, V's.
And I didn't even have
Hey,
Samuel L.
Scott.
Jackson.
Hey, Scott. Samuel L. Jackson doesn't count as 3 actors.
I know. But I didn't even have him down yet. But I'm putting him down
Who's
now.
your 6?
All right.
Who's your 6?
And you can disagree, and you will disagree on some of them, but these are the ones who have been in the most prominent, most successful sci-fi. Okay? We got Denzel Washington, Book of Eli,
Yeah.
Manchurian Candidate,
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, like you said. And then we got Will Smith. He's on the list. Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
What sci-fi? Which one?
You don't consider vampire movies sci-fi?
Oh yeah, no, he was in that vampire movie. Yep, go ahead. I'm just asking which one.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Halle Berry.
Okay.
For our listeners, remind us what movie she was in.
I could see. I know you could consider superhero films that, but I think like anything with like that has to do with genes and mutation is science fiction because it's not.
I got 2 that you're totally missing, but keep going.
Okay, so I put her there for the X-Men movies.
Okay.
How many is that?
The comic book movies.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, but I consider mutation as sci-fi, science fiction.
I love that. That's
I
fine.
guess it is, but it's not sci-fi like I'm thinking.
Right.
Sci-fi.
And this one is somebody who I think is not there yet, but his next movie will hit his next big movie is going to put him there, and that's John Boyega. I think that's his name.
Oh yeah. For Star Wars.
For Star Wars.
Okay. Now,
The young kid.
And because he did Attack the Block too.
Attack the Block. That's why he got that role in Star Wars for
The
Attack the
young
Block. He was
kid?
awesome.
Yeah, the young
That's the
kid.
young kid, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's 6 for you right
Denzel
there.
Washington.
That's oh. I'm sorry. I forgot one. Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh yeah, The Matrix. Yep.
Hey, I now see. I was gonna say Lawrence Fishburne for you, but you also forgot Idris Elbus, man. For when
Yeah. Oh, God dang it, man.
yeah, dude. So I was like, don't sleep on that cat, dude.
I thought I was
yeah.
rolling.
Go ahead.
What'd you say, V's?
I said, who was that? Y'all named just now? The last one?
Idris Elba.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Man.
Yeah. So.
Dang, I thought I was gonna get them all.
We're 10-1 right now, so that's all right. We're doing all right in the world.
Look, y'all didn't think I could give you 5. We didn't got. And look, while we at it,
every real black actor there is though. But go ahead.
You don't think none of these are real black actors?
No. I said you named everyone.
Oh,
the only one.
Oh well, no.
We had.
I'm missing.
Murphy.
I'm missing Anthony Mackie.
If you're doing science fiction, you could do Eddie Murphy in dang it.
Oh, Dr. Doolittle?
Yeah, Dr. Doolittle. Yep.
Oh,
is that science fiction?
Well, it's mutating. You say anything you feel that's mutating.
Is that a is that a mutation?
he takes a shot, his body mutates to different forms. He
No,
goes from a
that's
fat
Doctor
little guy.
Doolittle. That's Doctor
The Nutty
Doolittle.
Professor. The
Nutty Professor. That's
Nutty
it.
Professor. Yeah.
Nutty Professor.
That's
Yeah,
why I'm
Nutty
here.
That's
Professor.
sci-fi.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
sci-fi.
sci-fi.
Nutty Professor. There you go. Thank you.
That's sci-fi. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But that's his only one, right?
Oh, I don't know, but I was just thinking.
Oh, right.
You guys y'all weren't gonna one up me.
You looked it up, didn't
Eddie
you?
Murphy.
You looked it up, didn't you?
No, honestly, I didn't.
All right.
B said that in his back pocket.
Yeah, he did. He did. So that was a good conversation. I guess in closing, let's talk about where we see. This is 2 questions. I hope I'm not overloading you guys.
Oh, too much, man.
I know. I don't want to overload you.
You know we're old men.
I know. If you need me to go first, I will. Where do you see the black sci-fi genre going? And where do you see the black superhero genre going? I'll go first. I'll start off.
I'll go first. I really think that Black Panther is going to open up a lot more doors.
Amen.
Do you, real quick, do you have any idea of like what characters he might open a door for?
I think he's opened the door for just a lot more black comic book characters. And I think that was a gateway. It's all the same thing. I think it's a gateway to black sci-fi too.
How would y'all feel about a Luke Cage movie?
If they could do it right, they could totally do that, man. You
no,
know?
but we don't. No, like the Luke
You
Cage.
don't want to see a Luke Cage movie?
Nah, the TV show is fine. Like that. I like the TV show for him. I don't want to sit through
So Batman can have his TV show and a movie. Spider-Man can have a TV show and a movie. Flash can have a TV show and a movie. But Luke Cage
Flash doesn't have a movie yet.
Yeah, it's coming.
But it's coming.
It's being pushed back, so it might not be coming.
Wow.
It's been pushed back for like 4 years. It might not. It's probably not coming.
Nevertheless,
I'm just saying. Well,
but I'm saying nevertheless.
But Batman, Superman, like those are timeless characters. I have no problem with them getting everything that they deserve.
Yeah, so I think we should see a Luke Cage movie. I have no problem.
But do you think Luke Cage? Do you think Luke Cage as a comic book character is on the same level as Batman and Superman?
Okay. Are there any? Are there any? I'm being serious.
I think me personally, I think there are 2.
Who?
And you got to hear me out. And this is including the comics, like everything. Okay.
I reserve the right to say you're wrong already before hearing you out.
For Batman and Superman that are black that compare. Okay, go ahead.
Nick Fury. Okay. Because there is a comic where Nick Fury takes out the entire Avengers by himself.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
Hold on. And let me tell you,
is getting whitewashed. Is getting blackwashed.
He was, but he's the character. He won't be white again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He won't be white again. So that he's black from now on. And my other character,
Nick Fury is the past 5 years. But go ahead.
No, he's still very prominent.
He was 5 years ago.
He's still very prominent in the comics. You don't read the comics. He's still very prominent in the comics. And I would put Black Panther right there.
Yeah,
I have no problem putting T'Challa right there.
I don't see any of that because I don't think the regular person, the regular fan of a Superman movie or a Spider-Man movie or a Batman movie they wouldn't know who Nick Fury is.
No, no,
Unless,
no one knows who Nick Fury is, dude, unless you watch Marvel movies.
Well, yeah, unless you watch Marvel movies. Yeah, that's true.
And then,
But the original thing,
nobody even really knew Black Panther existed until the movie came out.
yeah, and the original question was, who is as iconic as Batman and Superman? And Nick Fury is definitely not as iconic.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Samuel L. Jackson has more than made him iconic with the eye patch.
Dude, hold on, buddy. First of all, you're talking about two characters who have been around since the 30s, who people who can't even speak English know what it is, know who Superman and Batman are. Not everybody knows, because not everybody's seen all the Avengers movies.
So okay, all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I disagree, but that's fair.
You know, you have every right to disagree. You're just wrong, but
I mean, you're entitled. We're entitled.
I'm with you, Oz. Our listeners can tweet us and let us know what.
Yeah, let us know, man. But
well, you guys will be tweeting me. I'm the only one with a Twitter.
Dude, hey, V's. If you would have said in the '60s, do you know who Nick Fury is? They would have said, yeah, that white dude with the patch on. Now, if you said it now, they'd be like, yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. They've always known who Batman and Superman are.
Oh yeah, correct. Because I've seen Nick Fury in some of those.
The Howling Commandos from the comic books.
Definitely white with a patch on his eye.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't say. I said he got blackwashed.
Yeah.
I said that.
Come on, bring the thunder, son.
I don't have anything else. That's all I got.
What?
All right.
Oh man. I was all getting ready for some more blurred talk. Let's get it on. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. So.
I do reserve the right for us to have a future episode about who is the most who makes the best Batman.
I don't think that would take a whole episode. It's only going to be between 3 people.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a full episode either. But
we're gonna have to return to
I'm
this.
disappointed that no one thinks a Flash movie would Hollywood doesn't think a Flash movie would do that.
Well,
maybe I'm just a Flash fan. I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're just a Flash fan.
The only time the Flash to me ever did anything kind of good, not like the TV show, but like something that was like kept my attention for more than an hour, was that Flash Point.
Yeah, that was a good comic.
That was good.
That was good.
I think the little kids, man, would love a Flash movie. Like little boys specifically, but girls too. I think they would love to see a Flash movie.
I'm over speedsters, man. Like, I think the TV show, because they have so many, man. Like, I was trying to watch it the other day, and there's like, I saw like 3 speedsters in the first like 2 minutes.
Do you know the new superhero in the Flash is the guy who doesn't have any speed powers.
Oh, hey, so I saw a trailer for Legends of Tomorrow. Is Plastic Man on Legends of Tomorrow?
I don't know, man.
I think Plastic Man is on Legends of Tomorrow.
When I saw
that, it's hard to watch last season.
Dude, I saw that big animated teddy bear, and I was done. So I didn't know what to do.
So final blow time. V's, you got a final blow? You shouldn't have one for me this week because you had your cheat sheet and I gave you a full day to Google and prepare.
I think the show was a lot more smoother with people actually being able to answer questions.
Google's amazing.
I agree, B.
Hey, that's a shot. That's my shot from last week, man. You took a shot at me. I'm taking a shot back.
I agree, B.
Want your show to just be a whole bunch of I don't knows, then let's do it.
I listened back to last week's show. I thought it was great. It was pretty funny.
I don't know.
Like an idiot.
I mean, we all had our moments.
I'm quitting the show right now.
Don't quit the show. Oz, you got a final blow?
Beast is like that
I'm not
Dave,
an idiot. You can
Beast
say,
Beast is like that Dave Chappelle episode where he's like, "All right, man, I'm shutting the studio down every episode."
Oh man.
I'm done.
Hey, final blow is there's more to discuss about this whole black sci-fi.
Well, if you had something, you should have brought it up.
I You're such a hater.
I didn't have anything.
I could spend a little bit more time with that genre because that's my thing. But we should next.
We can always have a
arse-
part 2.
Oh yeah, part 2, man. But I do want to say, my final blow is I watched Hotel Artemis,
That's a black sci-fi film.
and that was not. And by the way, it was not disappointing. Let me say that.
Hey, that's a black sci-fi film.
Let me say that.
Because that's got old boy from This Is Us.
Absolutely, and it was not disappointing. Let me throw that out there.
Okay.
And a little Jodie Foster and Batista action in there too.
Yeah, Batista.
Yeah. So just want to say so that's my final blow. Check it out if you can.
My final blow. Man. My final blow is, go check out Titans. Go check out Daredevils, season 3.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be really excited. Again, go see that Arrow season premiere.
Wow.
I really mean that. It was really good. I can't promise you next week will be that good. See episode 2. I can't promise that. But the season premiere was great. Absolutely
I'm into
great.
it, man.
Well, that's all we got for you. V's, you make sure you get back next show. You're not quitting the show.
we will see if V's returns.
To be continued.
To be continued.
All right,
Continued. I will be here next week.
Talk to y'all next time. This is Take a Knee from Marvel vs. DC.
Yeah.